Hello everyone and welcome to another deck profile on the Victory Star YouTube channel. My name is Electrify and today I've got a Umbreon Persian Weavile deck that I've been working on for a while. It's a really fun deck to play and it has pretty decent matchups against a lot of things because you've got a really great prize economy because all you use are single prize attackers. It's also a really great budget deck because there's no Tapu Lele or anything like that. The most expensive things you're going to be forking out for are things like Cynthia's, Erika's, Guzma's, and Shrines of Punishment. But really, I feel like you could build this deck for probably maybe $20, $30 if you wanted to. And if you're already into the game, you already have your Cynthia's and your Guzma's and your Erica's and a couple of Shrines of Punishment, you could build this deck dead cheap. The main idea of the deck is using... You've got your three main attacks. You've got Weavile, which is for the Evil Admonition Weavile, which does 50 damage times the amount of abilities on all of your opponent's Pokemon for just one Dark Energy. So it's a really efficient attack, does lots of damage. You're typically going to be hitting for 150, maybe 200 damage with this. Great against Zoroark decks, Rayquaza decks, Gardevoir decks, Swampert decks, any deck that uses abilities a lot. Gramble, all that stuff. Really great. Your second attacker is Alolan Persian, kind of combined with Alolan Meowth, because you do attack with the Meowth if you manage to get off the Spoil the Fun on your first turn. If you go second, it does 70 damage in total on your first turn, so you can often KO a sort of single prize basic evolving Pokemon. But the Persian, for 0 energy, because it's a Alolan Pokemon, does 90 damage, minus 30 for every energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. So you use things like your Crushing Hammers and your Enhanced Hammers to discard energy from your opponent's Pokemon, Guzma out stuff that have got no energy on them, and slap them for 90 with Persian. And then the big hitter, the real star of the deck, is this Umbreon. So for 1 Darkness Energy, does 30 damage, but if any of your Pokemon were knocked out by damage from your opponent's attack during their last turn, it does 90 more damage. So you're going to hit for 120 if one of your Pokemon were knocked out last turn. And the really great thing about this deck, I've talked about how it has a really good prize economy, but the thing that really makes it shine is if you can get your Black Market out. Because Black Market, if one of your Darkness Pokemon has any Dark Energy attached to it and it's knocked out by an opponent's attack, they take 1 fewer prize card, which means that any of your Pokemon that have Darkness Energy are basically wasted KOs for your opponent because they will not take a prize card. So even if you have a slow start and you're losing the prize trade, if you can get your Black Market down for a few turns, you're going to start earning that back. Other than that, there's nothing too crazy in the deck. Everything's dead easy. You've got your Ditto, just because you've got 3 different stage 1s. Oranguru really helps with draw, but other than that, it's a bog standard deck. But I've been doing really well with it recently. I've played against Zoroark, Buzzrock, Lost March, Rayquaza. I haven't played against any tag teams yet. So that is something that we may encounter, but I've not played any tag teams. But it's done really well against everything I've played so far. So we'll see how this first game goes. If we can get paired, here we go. Right, we're looking at... Ooh, okay. Water, Psychic, Dark, and Colorless. Be some kind of Zoroark deck, maybe, with the Darkness? I don't know. We'll have to see. So, we've not got a good start, actually. Oranguru is the worst starter in the deck, because it has 2 retreat costs. We do run a Tate Liza, we also run Guzma, so we might be able to get something off. We have the... Oh, here we go! Incineroar, right. Well, that's fun. They are going to be able to benefit from Black Market, which is a shame, but I think we'll be okay. We're going to get these drawn. Right, that's not brilliant. We do have the Nest Ball in hand, so we can get the Meowth out. We don't have a way of getting it in the active, though, because I'd love to take a KO on the Sarua. They're Ultra Balling here, I would assume, for a Lele. Vulpix, okay. Perhaps they only play 1 Lele and it's prized. They may also already have it in hand, or a Lillie in hand. Here we are. Now, either the Vulpix or the Zorua would be a great target for a turn 1 KO. And if we can find a Guzma on our top deck, we can achieve that. But it is a big ask. Lillie for 6. Oh, we're getting hit hard by this. Right. And we don't find it, unfortunately. So, what do we go for? I don't think they'll be playing DCs. I think they'll be going for a full Darkness Energy build, so we can ditch the Enhanced Hammer and a Lillie, because we don't need a second Lillie. I am going to grab Meowth, just because we have Persian. That being said, we also are able to get a second basic if need be, so... It's hard to say. I think we'll grab the Meowth first. We will Nest Ball into an Eevee. Just a really thin. We're going to Energy Evolution for the Umbreon. And now we can get a decent Lillie for 5 on the first turn, which is nice. We have an Erika for next turn, which is going to be really good for us. I'm going to stick the Choice Band down on the Umbreon. I'm not going to commit the second one just yet. So, play that next turn, play that next turn. We can play an Energy next turn, which means we will be able to use Erika. That's quite good. Only issue is that Oranguru is stuck in the active right now, and he's kind of wasted. Unless we top deck the Tate Liza, we aren't going to be able to do much with this. Oh dear. So they're going to have their Incineroar out, which is not fun for us. It's a big, chunky, tanky boy, and it's going to tear us apart. Oh, okay. Switch Nest Ball. What are you going for? Do you already have Rare Candy for Incineroar? Yeah, they do. Great. Brilliant. Oh. Yeah, so they are gonna take this first knockout. Scar Charge. This isn't so bad though. We're not gonna take a Revenge KO, but we are gonna hit quite hard with our Umbreon. We're gonna hit them for 150. So we're actually out damaging them at the moment. So we'll send out the Umbreon, we'll hit them for 150. We do... Oof, right, okay. You can go down with Choice Band. I really don't want to commit an energy to a Persian. Just for the sake of drawing 4. I'm going to actually Cynthia. I'm going to Cynthia and hope we get something better. What do you know? We don't. Oh, man, what's the plan here? Put down that Devoured Field. I'm going to commit this energy to Persian just because I want to be able to retreat it next turn. Because this Umbreon's going to go down. I want to be able to retreat the Persian. This isn't looking brilliant, I'll be honest with you. We can Guzma something out next turn. I could possibly Guzma out the Tapu Lele and hit it for 120. Or I can take out the Sarua. But we are going to hit them now for 160 damage. Which is pretty big. We're actually at a point where... I wonder how Empty Threat works with Choice Band on Pokemon that have additional energy attached. So if he had 4, even with a Choice Band, would it do 0? Or would it go down to 0 and then be buffed? Or because Choice Band... I don't know. I actually don't know the answer to that. So we are going to play the Eevee down. I'm going to shuffle 3. Take all these back, so they're all useful. That Eevee top deck was actually really useful because it means we don't have to Guzma something and just swing. We can... There you go. Look at this. This is much better. So, let's play the Nespal. I want to get a Sneasel out now, because he's got lots of abilities in play. So Sneasel is going to be a... We've prized our Sneasel. Okay. In which case, let's grab the Oranguru. And bench Ditto. Bench Eevee. Energy Evolution. Grab another Umbreon. We can instruct for 1. Okay, I'm going to keep all this in hand, because next turn I may want to... I'm going to probably want to Ultra Ball away my top deck so I can get a Weavile to put on this Ditto. So we will retreat the Persian, because it's no use right now. But Umbreon's going to take a big knockout on this Incineroar, and just like that, we are trading equally with the big Zoroark Incineroar deck. And oh, Black Market's big. Black Market is a big deal. Right, I assume they're grabbing the Zoroark GX now. They're going to start hitting with that. I don't really want to play my Black Market, though, because it's going to benefit them as well. And while it will just benefit the Zoroark, I feel like it's going to benefit them more than it benefits me. But we can, so long as we can grab an energy, we can hit with Weavile, which isn't quite going to take a knockout. I'd be tempted actually just to smack him again with Umbreon. That might be the correct play. It's all reliant on finding an energy card, though. If we don't find an energy, that's us a bit stuffed. Because our best attacker right now is Persian, who will attack for a whopping 40, which isn't brilliant. That being said, they don't have enough Pokemon to bring Umbreon down. But they'll get the basic. Yeah, Devoured Field does it. Devoured Field, damn. What's the play? I feel like the play is promote Eevee, because they don't have... They don't know I have a Weavile. But I think the play is promote Eevee and just smack them. We can Oranguru to instruct some more cards in a minute as well. Oh, we top deck the Erika. Oh man, that's fantastic. Right, so we're going to evolve Umbreon. Ultra Ball the Eevee, and I want to hold on to that Black Market just in case. So Ultra Ball Eevee and Ultra Ball for the Weavile. And now we can Erika for 5. Oh, no, Oranguru first. Giving ourselves the energy. Perfect. There's no need to commit it just yet. I'll wait, but I don't think there's any reason that I wouldn't commit this. So now we Erika for 5. Nespal. Getting another Eevee. So we have something to attack for next turn. I'm also going to Crushing Hammer the Zoroark. No, not quite. That's a shame. No, we can go in with the Umbreon. You know what? I'm playing Black Market. I'm playing Black Market because they're going to take out the Umbreon next turn. All we need to do is find a Shrine of Punishment or Devoured Field, and we have a 20-card deck. And even then, if we take one prize and they're taking none, that's fine. So we play the Black Market and hit him with Retaliate. So next turn, we can Energy Evolution into this Eevee, into the Umbreon, because they're going to take the KO here. Unless they don't find a basic. They need to find a basic Pokemon, otherwise they don't have the KO. They only have 100 damage now because Devoured Field's gone. If they get rid of the Elm, they must have it. Surely. Surely. They wouldn't trade away the Elm if they didn't have a basic in hand. Because they'd be able to use the Elm to search out Littens and Zoruas and Vulpixes. They must have it. Do they not have it? I don't know that they do. They're taking a while. The timer must be kicking in for them. They're going to have to be quick. If they don't... Cynthia, okay. So they didn't have a basic in hand. They're having to Cynthia for it. Do they get one? Because if they don't get one, they might end up conceding here. Because I can retreat into that Weavile. Devoured Field. They got it. They got the Devoured Field. That's a pain. That's a pain. They do have knockout now, but we have the return KO. And that brings us down to 2 prizes each. So it's whether or not they can then respond to me. I'm tempted to go straight in with the Weavile and take the knockout and save the Umbreon for when the Weavile goes down. Because Weavile is going to be less effective once that Zoroark's gone. I think that's the correct... Ninetales is resistant to Dark, isn't she? Yeah. So I need to hit 210 in total to one-hit her. 230, which I'm going to need a Choice Band to do. We take out the Zoroark with the Weavile. That being said, Ninetales doesn't one-hit us unless they Kukui. I'm going to Eevee Admonition them. There's no need to play Cynthia, I'll just play Lillie for now. Oh. Yes, so we take out the energy on the Ninetales here. That's really good for us. It means they, unless they have, no, even counter gain doesn't work. So they can't attack us with the Ninetales next turn. They can't attack with any of these next turn. They need to Rare Candy into an Incineroar. And they've already lost 2 candies. And they've only got 19 cards left in deck. I don't know if they have anything. Evil Admonition for the knockout here. Giving us 2 more prize cards to take. So, Lillie is their vulnerable target. If they happen to play 2 more Pokemon with abilities, we can then Guzma that Lillie and retreat back out. Oh, we need an energy, but we can do that. We have another Sneasel, so we can go in with Weavile if need be. Even if not, we can just take the KO on this Vulpix and then take out the Litten. They scoop. That's fair. You see, this deck, I'm not saying Incineroar is the best Pokemon in the world, but an Incineroar Zoroark deck should be able to beat something like this, and it really just can't. The prize economy is so good, and you just hit so hard every single turn. Like, what were the... Can we see statistics here? Their biggest attack was 140, which was Incineroar GX with a Devoured Field. Our biggest attack was 160. We had Umbreon with Devoured Field Choice Band, and that's... You're out-damaging a big Incineroar GX like that with a little Umbreon for 1 energy when they need to use 3 out on a stage 2. And you're essentially... You're like a basic and a half. You're like a stage like 0.5 because you have your energy and evolution. So you can just rush up to that so quickly. The speed that this deck has and the amount of damage you can put out with it is absolutely ridiculous. I love this deck. We're going to try and find another game now and just see if we can repeat our success. Okay, what have we got? I did not see the box again. I keep not looking at the deck box, and I really ought to. I always get surprised anyway. I always go, well, this makes the most sense, but then never... Are you joking? Have I really started Oranguru again? Oranguru and nothing to do. Hello. Oh, that's fun. I like beat up. You could ask the question, why don't I run Professor Elm in this? And the answer is because I didn't think to. But also because I don't think you need it. I prefer Lillie Ball, but Lillie Ball has to actually work for that to be a thing. Oh, we can take a praise. We can take a praise. We can take a praise. Yeah, we can take a prize here. Is it the correct play? No. Are we going to do it anyway? Man. I think I got one Meowth. I'm going to E-hammer this, because I don't like them having energy. And I guess the scariest thing is Ditto. I suppose that's the correct play. Hit the Ditto. And we're just going to spoil the fun for the knockout. So, give me an Erika. That's a Sneasel. Sneasel's good, but I don't have any energy cards. A Persian would be better. Persian would be better. We need to get some kind of draw supporter. Not a Lillie. A Cynthia or an Erika would be great right now. Because we've no way of thin... Okay, just pass, that's fair. Right, just more Sneasels. Lovely. Right, can we spoil the fun for 10, I guess? We really need to top deck something, though. This is not a good hand, because we've got no energy. Can't play my Umbreon. Weavile's useless with no energy cards. Nothing to stretch for, no Crushing Hammer targets at the moment. So, can't even Oranguru out of this. Ideally... Let's give him a happy emoji. Oh, man, right, okay, what do we do here? I don't want to commit the energy because I'm worried that they'll just delete it, but we can just go boop, and we missed that. You know what, I have to commit the energy just because I can now Oranguru. Give me something, man. Give me an Erika, or a Lillie, or a Cynthia. Ultra Ball is no good. It's no good. Ultra Ball is good! Ultra Ball is good. Ultra Ball for Persian. Next time we can instruct for 3, which is nice. So we Ultra Ball into this Persian, and we go BAM! Empty threat for 60. Out you go! Okay, now if they can't find any more energy cards. And we get the Cynthia, yes! Oh, this deck's so good! That's pure luck, but we've bricked and we've recovered. And my opponent's bricked as well, but we're fine. We're making it work. Yeah, scoop. Okay, fair enough. Fair play to them. Fair play to them. Have I got time for one more? I don't know. I'm not sure how long I've been recording. Oh, we got a Forbidden Light Pack? Oh, dude, let's go open the Forbidden Light Pack, definitely. Alright, we got a Forbidden Light Pack. Let's see what's in it. Give me... I don't know. I actually don't know. Like a Rainbow Ultra Necrozma or something. That'd be pretty cool. What have we got? What have we got? Man, when I saw that rainbow, I really thought it was going to be a Rainbow Ultra Necrozma. How funny would that have been? No, we got a Rainbow Naganadel, though. That's pretty decent. Not going to complain about that. Happy to... No, get out of the way. Hooper. Out. Yeah, not going to complain about that. Right, let's have a look at the deck. So, as you saw in those matches, not so much in the last one, but in the first match, this deck is really, really strong for the amount of firepower you need to put into it. All of these Pokemon attacking for either 0 or 1 energy, and hitting for, like, 90 plus damage. Like, 90 is like the lowest you're going to hit, usually. You might hit a 90 with your Persian, but otherwise you're going to be hitting for 120, you're going to be hitting for 100, 150, 200 maybe, and with the addition of Black Market Prism, you have such a great prize economy. I keep blurting out prize economy like a buzzword, but prize economy is super important in the Pokemon TCG because you often are taking back and forth knockouts with your opponent, and if you can stop your opponent from taking prize cards from their knockouts, they're investing attacks into like something that's totally worthless. Like, it might only take 90 damage to KO a Weavile, but if they're having to invest like 150 damage from an attack, that damage doesn't carry over to something else. So even if you're hitting like 120 and 2-hitting stuff, if it doesn't matter if they're hitting more than you, because they're still 1-hitting stuff. And the prize economy, especially if you have Black Market out, is really favourable. Even if you're 2-hitting stuff and taking 2 prizes for every 2 KOs they get, they're going to run out of steam. And you really won't. They're going to have to get through 6 of your attackers, and you need to get through 3 of theirs. I haven't tested this against tag team Pokemon yet, but I feel like this is still a favorable matchup. The Mimikyu Gengar is weak to darkness, I believe. So you're just going to one-hit that with stuff. The Pikachu Zekrom is a little bit slower to set up, so once it's set up, you might struggle. But if you can get some decent speed and you don't brick like I have today, you might be able to outpace that. Magikarp Wailord sucks. Eevee Snorlax, again, you can hit them quite hard. It depends what build they're playing with Eevee Snorlax. If they're playing one with ability, and this goes for Pikachu Zekrom as well, because it also runs a lot of abilities with like Aurora and Tapu Koko Prism and all that other stuff, Jirachi. So you might be able to hit hard with Weavile, and even if you can't, they still need to kill 3 of your Pokemon for every 1 tag team you take down, and you can definitely take down 1 tag team. If you can hit them twice with an Umbreon, that's a lot of the tag teams gone, especially if you have Choice Band or Devoured Field or something down. And if you have your Black Market in play, you might be able to use 4, 5 attackers, taking out 1 Pikachu and Zekrom, or 1 whatever tag team you're playing against. And with a couple of Rescue Stretches, you can just recycle all that stuff. And your Eevee and Umbreon duo, being able to Energy Evolution for the Umbreon the turn you play your Eevee down is so helpful, because it means that you have a constant string of Retaliates going off. I really love this deck. I legitimately was thinking about taking this deck to a League Cup. I don't think I will, just because this is, from listening to the podcast, you'll know that this is like a really important League Cup for me that's coming up. But man, I'm definitely bringing this to my local league because it will kick butt. The link to this, not the link, the deck list for this will be in the description, and you can just copy and paste that into the PTCGO. I've not actually shown how to do that before, I don't think. What you do is if you go to create new deck and just click import, I won't do it now because it'll freeze my game because I've not got the right thing copied to my clipboard. But if you copy my deck list that's under one of the videos and click import, it will load the deck into the game for you using all the cards that you have. And if you don't have any cards, it will put like grey ones out in so you can see which ones you're missing. So test it out, see what you think, and if you have any adjustments to this, let me know, because I've really, really, really enjoyed playing this list. I may consider running like an Elm combo, because you can run the other Sneasel with 60 HP. I prefer this one because I really like Sneaky Smash, because it means that even if you're not getting your Meowth up on your first turn, you can get your Sneasel. So, discarding energy and 70 damage, they're really good the first turn. That's just my preference. Test it out with 60 HP Sneasel, see if that helps as well. But yeah, no, this is a really fun deck. And if you've enjoyed this, please leave a like and tell me that you enjoyed it as well, because I'd love to see your feedback. If you're not already, please subscribe to the Victory Star YouTube channel. We're currently at like 60-something subscribers. If we can get to 100, we get the custom URL, and man, I will be so excited when that day comes. If you haven't already, if you've no idea who we are, you should also listen to the Victory Star podcast, which is at victorystar.podbean.com. We're doing crazy well right now, and I'm really enjoying it, and it's really good. And I hope you enjoy it too. But yeah, this intro extra. It's not an extra. You go in and out. It's not intro. It's not. You don't do an intro. You do an intro. So it's not an extra. It's an outro. This outro has taken far too long, and I'm waffling.